Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Carix, and we're going to be looking at another random nation, sort of creating a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats um, for one of these countries, one of these 400 countries in the world. And this is really kind of an exercise for me personally, right? Just to get a little bit more comfortable game, get more experience with the game, and practice that process of developing a strategy and a plan based on assessing the environment and the situation, right? Every country is kind of in its own unique ecosystem and sort of going through that process of developing a plan for that country, maybe one we've never played before, right? So just showing that it's a process, it's not a specific uh, strategy for a specific nation, but it's a process of developing a strategy and making your own decisions. So this is probably not for complete beginners, but it's for like one step up, right? It's like intermediate players. Let's hit random nation and let's get into it. We've actually already done Venice. Check that out on the channel, guys. We have a SWOT analysis for Venice and opening moves. Booyah. Vijayanagar. You know, we haven't done Vijayanagar yet. Vijayanagar is probably one of the more powerful countries that we've done so far, actually. So that'll be kind of interesting. We did do Candy, and that wasn't random. That was because we've actually completed a Candy run on the Twitch channel. So we were just sort of like pairing that with our timeline and final thoughts, just showing kind of like our opening moves and stuff for Candy. And basically, yeah, what we're going to be doing is like I said, looking at Vijayanagar. What's the situation, right? What is the situation? And where do we go from here? And what is the plan? So I kind of want to just go to the diplomatic mode here and see, okay, we actually have cores on Balmanis, like actual cores. So we will be able to do a sort of a reconquest war on Balmanis. That'll be a good sort of opportunity to just scoop those up nice and cheap. What are these, by the way? High development provinces, 13, 11, 11. In total, that's going to be 20, 35 development that we'll be able to get on the cheap. That's actually really, really cool. Would definitely want to rival Balmanis. That's like a done deal. In fact, we can only rival these three dudes. My question is, have they all rivaled us? No. Who are we going to be able to ally? Who's actually Hindu over here? Because one of the things is we are a Hindu nation, right? We are a Hindu nation, and a lot of the larger countries in the area are not Hindu. They're actually like a Sunni state with Hindu people. Most of the people that live in India here at the start of the game are Hindu, but again, like Malwa is a state religion, is Sunni. Looks like a lot of the smaller countries are Hindu, but the sort of the big dogs, so to speak. We got Sunni for Jaunpur, Sunni for Delhi, Sunni for Bengal. Orissa is Hindu, however, Orissa has rivaled us, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know. Oh, we already what? We start with an alliance? Can we start with these guys as an ally? Are these guys, can we vassalize these guys? Are they diplomatically able to be vassalized? No, we own one of their cores. We own a number of their cores. So what's the dealio here then? What's the dealio here with this? Why are we allied to these guys? It doesn't look like they really want to be our ally. I think I'd rather just beat these dudes up. I'm worried that maybe Orissa would take this land for themselves if we disown the alliance, I guess. Okay, these guys are a subject nation of who? Of Balmanis. And they have a core there, so I don't know if that's going to hold. They have cores, so they might not like each other that much. We'll see if they hold on to that or not. They are a subject. Now, I think we have our own subject. These guys down here are a subject nation. Is it consider us to have a core on their land? No. But we'll be able to integrate these guys very quickly, or we could actually just sort of spread out here to absorbing candy and stuff. What we should do is let's go in here and tell our subject, hey, we want this land. We want this land, so our subject will try to build claims on those guys. There's no one that's like smaller and weaker that we can rival. I think we're going to have to use our diplomats to just manually get the claims on here and just start picking these people apart. I don't think there's really any threat to the south, but it's not really a race, but this is free land, right? Like this is land that is meant to be ours. So we could build up on any of these guys and just go to town on them. I don't think any of them will be able to get alliances with Balmanis or with Orissa because Orissa maybe. Maybe it's kind of far away for a lot of these guys. Balmanis, no way. It's different religion as well. Although actually this guy can sometimes get an alliance on Balmanis. Koti, and Koti is one of the more powerful dudes down here because he actually has Candy as his subject. Koti's probably one of the first that we're gonna want to bop out of here, to be honest, I think, and weaken. So I'm gonna build a spy network on Koti. We're also gonna build a spy network on Mysore. In terms of buttering somebody up, well, it looks like Mewar actually likes us. Mewar could be an interesting ally. Who actually would... Can we actually go into here and see who would actually accept the alliance? Just kind of reading through this list. Lots of the tiny little nations. I think Mewar is the biggest one here, from what I can see. Mamluks, Timurids, Ming. We don't. The funny thing is, we just kind of don't really need an alliance. I mean, Mewar would probably be someone that we could help. If we ally Mewar, they shouldn't be attacked. We don't really want them to drag us into a war, but we're more powerful than Mewar, so hopefully they wouldn't be able to drag us into a war. It's hard to say. I think, you know what? If Mewar wants the alliance, boom, let's get the alliance. Let's done deal. We're gonna need to get some, like royal marriages and stuff, I guess. Okay. We have a good leader here. Nice. We're a scholar. We are tolerant. We are a tolerant scholar. Although our air is not nearly as good. Kind of tempted to bop this guy out of here, to be honest. That's going to lower our prestige quite a bit. And I think early on, I think we do that. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's get rid of that guy. This is looking pretty good. We have one particular culture group that is not accepted. We have room to accept, promote some cultures. Here, these ones are fine right now. Our economy actually is not doing so well. We have, how many cavalry do we have? Kind of an awkward amount. 7,000 cavalry. That's very expensive. I'm almost tempted to bop these guys just because, and then maybe we'll build like another sort of 1,000 there just to kind of, because that's going to save us quite a bit of money. Those cavalry are very expensive. We're still going to keep the 4,000 elephants here, up here. Why is it showing that the elephant instead of the interest? I guess that's just one of the cool things. It just kind of shows that. Balmanas, poor Balmanas, they only have horses. They only have horses. We have a lot of fortifications as well. Are any of these on sort of bad provinces? We do not want to have one on Vijayanagar itself. It looks like they're on good provinces. We don't have any unrest in the country from what I can tell, which is kind of nice. I think since it's going to... I don't think we're going to be surprise attacked. I think we mothball all these, but I don't think we get rid of them. I don't think we get rid of them because they're all on hills. They're all on hills. If we actually go into the ledger, I'm kind of curious, what is the military difference right now for everybody if we just sort by most here? Balmanis at 26,000, Forslem is 19,000 troops. Of course, we're going to be at 24,000 troops. Bengal, but it does. Orissa is actually quite low, but remember, Orissa starts with all these little subject nations. All these little subject nations. Balmanis seems to have a fort right on the edge here. We'll see if they end up paying for that or not. I think they will just because it's on our border. But it looks like that's kind of what we're dealing with here, is these 3 forts from Balmanis. Oh, 4th fort. A fort here as well. We could actually be attacking or sort of gesturing to attack Gujarat. Gujarat looks like they have one. Yeah, Gujarat doesn't actually have a fort. So that would be kind of a quick and sort of simple war there, which would be nice. But they're certainly going to get some allies. Oh, we have too much crown land. Okay, that's fine. We can seize land here. Everybody's above 50% right now, so we can seize land, and then that'll get rid of that effect there. So The estates for Vijayanagar, because we're a Hindu state, we're going to have some extra things going on. It's a little bit different here. Looks like this is sort of the equivalent of the clergy here with the administrative power. Advisor cost. You know, the thing is, with our economy the way it is, we could actually get some advisors. And the truth is, we don't necessarily have to pay for our troops right away. I think we could get a couple advisors. So going in with an advisor cost, who do we have here that we want to actually hire? A prestige guy wouldn't be that bad since we have a prestige issue right now, just to let that recover a little bit faster. A diplomatic advisor, both the trade efficiency guy and the improved relationship guy both seem pretty good. National manpower modifier? Would be decent. I mean, cool to be able to afford all of these guys, which, 3.3? That actually means we probably could. Yeah, let's get these. Let's get these. Just give them the council, no other effect. I don't think we want to give them any trade monopolies. Yeah, try to make them happy. Give them influence, try to make them happy. Let's look over here. Same thing, just kind of give them the 10-10. We could actually spend a little bit of money to get a lot more manpower. You know, I think manpower is actually going to be an issue for us. Let's slot that in. 5% taxation for a big chunk of manpower. I think that's totally fine. Development cost, cheaper development cost, and cheaper state maintenance. That just seems like it's always good. 10-10 too. It gives us more loyalty, but it gives us more influence at the same rate. So it won't be too hard to revoke that out. Yearly corruption, if we're willing to pay manpower, sort of reduce our total manpower, but this does make them more loyal, which is kind of cool. That's not bad, but I don't think we have any corruption right now to deal with. So we'll circle back around to that if need be. Okay, we can do the 10-10 here. Diplomatic advisor, there we go. Yearly prestige with the cost of tax. Again, that's kind of interesting since we have a prestige issue. Monthly war exhaustion, minus 50% war taxes cost. It does reduce their loyalty, but man, monthly war exhaustion, that seems really, really cool. Although I'm realizing that if we, and this makes light ships, I'm realizing that we're going to have a loyalty issue with these guys potentially. Because I think their influence is going to be 50%? 40%. And their loyalty is only going to equilibrium to 36%. Oof, that's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky to deal with. I guess we'll have to use events to revoke that stuff in the future. But right now, that should be fine. Let's do a summon diet. Let's see what we get here. Number of allies, at least 3. I actually don't know if that's going to be easy to do. I don't know if that's going to be possible. This doesn't count as an ally. I mean, we could just ally 3 random dudes, but I don't think we really care that one. Diplomatic reputation, 10 loyalty. We don't care about that. Okay, wait a second. Let's see about this. Acquiring will have the following effect. We gain claims on a particular area. This is saying it wants us to do this. Where is this? Oof. That's tempting. We get 50 administrative if we do the do this one here. We get the claim on this province here. It's quite nice. And that will get us sort of claims on this on this entire, well, we already have that entire region. So we'll have to take this to finish out that state. So what it's going to do, we're going to get a free claim here, and we could just go swoosh right into Gujarat. That'd be a little bit of a tougher war. Man, that actually is almost so good. 3 privileges currently granted to these guys. That actually could be kind of an interesting thing. 3? I don't know if we could do 3. I don't know if we could go for a full 3. We could, yeah, no, I don't know about that. And none of these are really that great. We would have 20 years to finish this. Number of allies 3. Number of allies 3. Oh, we already have 2 allies. Oh, that's right. Duh. We've allied this guy. That's right. I forgot that we started with the ally. So we could get another ally. Because that, man, that free claim right there and attack Gujarat right away. What does Gujarat look like? Gujarat has 10,000 troops. I mean, we could just swoop in there right away. Just boom, 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 bash them around. Take this really quickly with that claim. Finish this mission. Get a little bit of admin. It would basically pay for this province, wouldn't it? It says it's going to cost us 90. We'd get 50. It'd be, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we just go for the simple thing here. We go for the extra ally. Something really basic, really simple. Okay, so we can get these guys slotted in because now they're going to cost us a little bit less. That's going to be fine. I think we go with the trade efficiency guy right now. He might pay for himself. And then we'll swing back around over there. Speaking of trade, let's look at the trade situation. A lot of level 2 trade nodes here that we already own, which is fantastic. We're making 37 ducats down here. Or, sorry, 37% of the ducats that are there. That's really, really good. We have one merchant pushing down here, one merchant pushing there. That seems very logical to me. I don't think we have to change that at all. We do get to select a deity for Hindu. So we can actually reduce core creation costs and aggressive expansion, diplomatic reputation, and improve relations, which is actually 20% improved relations, I think is a little stronger than minus 5% aggressive expansion impact. But the core creation cost will save us some points there. Discipline, siege ability, we don't need that right now, but for tougher wars in the future, we could switch to that. Missionary strength is actually pretty cool. 2% missionary strength. I like that. I like that. I think we, I don't know, I think we go for the core creation cost reduction just to save a little bit of money there. Or not money, but admin, right? Save a little bit of admin there. Let's get a general rolled. Not great, but we have a siege. You know what? I'm going to call that a win. I'm going to call that a win. We're going to be able to feed this vassal a little bit of land down here and then integrate him. So that should be nice. In fact, what we should probably do is maybe we'll also go ahead and mark this province and that province, and just let this guy get claims on a variety of. No. I'm changing my mind. Changing my mind on that. We'll get claims on that ourselves. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back Gujarat. Yep, just rival the people that rivaled us. Rival the people that rivaled us. Why are we building on Koti? I'm not sure. Let's get these people kind of circled around here. So they'll be in position to attack Mysore. I think, honestly, we're just going to scoop these guys up. That's basically the plan with Vijayanagar, guys. Luckily, all of this is, everything in the entire state is Hindu. So we're not going to really have to convert much of anything, I don't think, unless some of these nations do something crazy and start converting some of their land, which I tend to find that they don't do that very often. But we will see. Oh, the one thing we didn't check out, this is a big deal. Couple of things. We can look at our policies so we can form Bharat, and we'll need to conquer a large chunk of India to be able to do that. The other thing is we actually have our missions here. We should have looked at these probably much sooner, but I kind of forgot that we probably do have some fancy missions. Okay, so if we conquer this area, we will get free. Where are these exactly? Okay. So if we conquer these areas, yeah, we'll get free claims on all of this if we conquer this. Great, perfect. What about this? Stability at least 1. No owned province with some culture has more than 2 unrest or 50 local autonomy. Free claims on. Ooh. In the Mysore area. Ooh. So what do we have to do here? No owned province with the culture has more than 2 unrest and 50 local autonomy. What is our autonomy? I don't think there should be anything with that much autonomy. I think we just need stability 2. Or stability 1. I think we just need to get a stability. If we get a stability, I think we're going to get free claims. That's kind of me being a doofus. I didn't realize that. We've increased the cost of getting a stability. Spoils of war. Receiving war reparations from at least 3 countries. We can do that very, very easily, I think. Minus development cost. Nice. And then over here, basically we get tolerance of the true faith if we build some temples and stuff. So that's kind of neat. So we have a good mission tree right here. We're going to get free claims on Mysore. So we're just going to swoop down here and just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, okay, so if we integrate these guys, we get permanent claims on all this, which is kind of neat. That'll give us some missionary strength to be able to convert the Buddhist lands down here. If we restore rule over Mysore, we'll get permanent claims on like everything else down here. Area, area, area. Nice. That's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So we don't really have to build our claims manually. Huh. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? That's actually kind of crazy. Guys, thanks everybody for hanging out. For this sort of SWOT analysis, sort of just quick start guide as Vijayanagar, just looking at the situation. Never played Vijayanagar before, but I have played in the region. I've played Balmanas and I've played as Kandy before, and some other nations in the Indian region. But essentially, we will be back with some opening moves in the next episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, fire away, or comments. And I will see you guys in the next one.